Hi everyone, today I am going to deconstruct another envelope and we are going to make a ghost front pocket or a faux front pocket if you will, but since I'm using the same piece I'm going to call it a ghost front pocket. This is the envelope that comes with the kit. This is Butterfly Delight by Artie Mays, and what I've done is I've printed this out on paper and made the envelope. And so I'm going to ink that up first before I do anything else. This is going to be the basis of our ghost envelope. I got this idea, actually it's the faux front envelope that I saw on Gail Agostinelli's channel, but the idea for the ghost comes from Carol Tinson, and she's the Crafty Emporium. So what I've done is I've printed this on paper, folded it into an envelope, and then I've printed it on cardstock, and this will be our ghost front, because basically the envelope will look the same. You won't necessarily look at it and see that there's an, well, you will, but you know, the idea is that it's the same. The other thing I've done, and like I said, that's a deconstructed envelope, okay, that I've just cut the top and the bottom off of, and we will use these for the inside. The other thing that I've got is this. Now, this kit comes with a bunch of ephemera, and this is a spool. It has a little fancy thing on the top, and I've just cut through that. I'm going to fold this in half, and this is going to be our tab for our faux front. Now you can see I didn't cut very well, so I'm going to fix that. Let me use my micro tip scissors here, because I think I might get a little bit better cut in there like that, just to match them up a little bit better. And then I will ink some of that around as well. But yeah, I have used tabs for spools, and I have used spools for tabs, and I love it. I love being able to use something for more than one occasion. Okay, so I've got that. And then one of the side pieces from this I've cut off, and I'm going to be using this for a hinge. So I've just, it's 3/4 of an inch wide, and I've just scored down the middle. So we will be using that. In fact, on this, I think what I'm going to do is round the corners. So I'm going to use the 1/4 inch side, and that just gives us a little softer edge to deal with. It's kind of tricky with this small piece, but we'll make it work. Okay, so that's going to be our hinge, and it doesn't matter what's on this side because that's the part that's getting glued down. So I've got our envelope, I've got our faux front, I've got our little tab, I've got a hinge, and then I have all the extras over here. So the first thing I want to do is cut this cardstock piece. And it doesn't really matter the measurement. You can cut it in half, you can make it skinny. I come up with about 2 3/4 was a good size for me here. Is that right? Maybe it's 2 1/4. That doesn't look right. That looks a little too big. I think let's look at 2 1/4 and see. Well, we're going to do 2 1/4 because I think that, no, you know what, I better measure it because I don't remember I don't remember. Oh, I wasn't even close. I was not even close. 1 3/4. 1 3/4 is what I did on this left hand side, and that's why I have it upside down, because I use my cutter upside down, and you know, it's a whole thing. That's a story for another day. But alright, so I've got that cut. So this will be attached here, and you can see why it's called a ghost front, because you can't really see. It matches when you open this, you'll see this, it'll still look like the envelope. Okay, this piece will be hinged on with this piece, and the tab will go here like so, and when we close this, this piece will flip under this tab to keep it closed. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is ink around these pieces real quick. When I see another piece I've missed on this little tab, let me cut right along there. Once it's inked, you can't see the crookedness. And like I said, this tab comes with the ephemera in the kit. I don't remember if it's the main kit or the add-on kit, because I bought both, and I put them all together in my file, and I don't remember which one. But yeah, take the lid off the glue. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I did. Boy, we were busy last week. And I'm pretty much a homebody. We don't go out and do a ton of stuff. But this week was, the kids were running everywhere, and then Lance and I had an event on Friday night, and then Saturday was my nephew's birthday, and we had been out with him Thursday because that was his real birthday, but his party was Saturday. And then yesterday was church. So yeah, just busy running. Okay, so I'm just gonna, it's not really gonna show up too much on this one, but I want to make sure I get those white edges. So what I'm gonna do on this one is I'm gonna go around just the 3 edges, because that's what Gail did. I don't know why. I guess you could tuck something in there if you wanted. I thought maybe it was to give this a little give, but that's just going to go right there. And then whatever doesn't line up, or like it's not trimmed short enough, then we'll just fix that, because you can see I've got a little overage there. We'll fix that at the end. But I do want to line up the picture so that it matches. Okay, like so. Alright, so we're going to put this hinge. I'm going to go ahead and ink this, even though I don't really think it's going to matter. This side's not going to show. I don't know why I'm inking that. Okay, this side with the glue. So let's glue this piece on. Okay, and the hinge goes to the outside. And there will be some that we need to trim off of that piece. I made it a little too long. That's because I used the trimmer to cut the envelope apart, and when I folded the paper envelope, I probably went and folded over a little bit too far, so that's okay. I want to make sure that's down really well. Let me see if I can trim off that little piece. Okay. Alright, now this one is the edge. edges. So this will go this way. So I think, close up my ink. All right, make sure I put this on the right direction, and that is going to go this way. And like I said, this is going to flip over that little flap, so I want to line this up here. Those got a line across there, and make sure the ticket is one piece, and then I'm going to glue this piece down on this hinge. Somebody's trimming. I wonder if that's my husband or the guys. Oh, okay. Looks like it's across the street. I hope it's not bothering you guys. I live across the street from a junior high, so they're always out there tending the field. That's the baseball field across. I can see out the window to the baseball field. Okay. So that is how that is going to go. Now, I could leave it just like that, but I want to put a pocket inside. So you could do anything in here. It could just be a journaling spot or whatever you want. So I'm going to take the, I'm going to move this over here. Can I see what I did? I don't want to reinvent the wheel, but I took the piece from the bottom of the envelope, and I cut it in half, basically across this where you can see this piece, and then I cut off the ears. And so instead of telling you, why don't I show you? Okay, let's see. That looks about right. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut off. It's not quite. There we go. Okay. So I've got these two pieces, and then this piece right here, I'll go ahead and cut it while I have my cutter out. I trimmed off the ends. And I bet I'm not even where you can see me. I trimmed off the ends and I just cut it in half. And because it's a weird size, it's like 5 3/4. So I did 2 7/8. Oh, that's where that 2 7/8 came from, or whatever, maybe earlier. Who knows? Anyway, so this will give me 2 little tags to put inside the pocket. And then the pocket itself, I'm just going to cut that off, and then I'll save this little piece for later. We'll use it in something else. And then this I'm going to put along the bottom for pocket. So let's see. I need to leave a little bit of room for it to fold over. So I think I'll go right there. Okay. So cut that piece off. Wow. This is so busy I can't see it. I'll have to take my glasses off to see it. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to, oh, it's not even close. All right, so I'm just going to glue this down on 3 sides, and Where's my pencil? I will trim that off on the trimmer. That's what I get for trying to eyeball it. Okay. So let's see if that'll work. Much better. Okay, so I want to ink this up. And this, I do really like this bamboo color with this kit. It's just really, it's subtle, and there's so much green in this kit that it's just perfect. So, okay, so let's make this a pocket. Okay, this is the top. So alrighty, line it up with the side. I want to make sure that I can close that. Yeah. So there we go. And there again, anything that's over I can trim later. Okay. So now I've got these two that I'm just going to trim up a little bit. And I'm going to ink these. Oh, there's another piece I need to clip. There we go. So there's one. Stick in the pocket. And you can put anything in here. I may later, after I excuse me, get into all the ephemera, stick some tickets or tags or something else in here. I'm going to put the butterfly on that side there. Okay, so that's the inside, and if you wanted, you could add a little journaling here. There is actually lines on this paper, so I thought you could probably just journal right on here. And yeah, I like the way that looks. Okay, so this closes like so, and now we need a little something on the front. So I think I'm just going to run some the ribbon, because, well, I know I'm going to run some of this across, and I'm going to cut it here so that it'll match, and I'm going to glue this here and glue this here, and then I'll trim off the remainder. It doesn't need a lot of embellishment because it's going to get handled, and I think too much embellishment would not be good. I am going to open that for a second so I can not glue it down. And I'm just gluing this in between those two lines there. Okay, and then I can get that back in there and do the other side. Make those come together. Okay, so let's trim this off, and let's trim this off. There we go. And we're done. So we have the envelope on this side. In fact, I'll probably just hang this over a page. And then we've just got a little lace trim. The designs are so pretty, you don't need to actually do a lot to them. But we have the tab that holds the page closed. Now you can make this much more elaborate than this. You can add flips and flips and flips and all over if you'd like, but for this one I just wanted to keep it somewhat basic. So anyway, when this is dry, I will come back and trim around the edges. And anyway, so I hope you like that. I enjoyed coming up with that idea. I thought, I want to do a faux fret envelope, but I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And then I thought, well, I could just deconstruct another envelope and use up what I've already printed. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.